Hi, I'm Francis Rogers. Today I'm going to do a demonstrative speech on how to change a baby's diaper. Changing a baby's diaper can, for the most part, be a horrible experience for most men, me included. While the task has to be done by somebody, it's important to keep in mind it's number one for the child's welfare, for the health of the child, but it also grows as an experience for the child to bond with you as well. That being said, what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to go through some simple instructions, and through these instructions I'm going to help lead you to overcome the fear of changing the diaper for the first time, maybe, or to help you realize that it's more than just changing the child's diaper. Think back to the first time that you ever changed a diaper or thought that you were going to have to change a diaper. Was that a pleasant experience, or was it the most vile, disgusting thing you ever even thought you were going to have to do? I'm willing to bet that it was the latter, correct? Now, when you changed the child's diaper, it showed them, number one, that you cared about them, okay? Keep that in mind. And because actually at the time, you know, with the child being as young as it is, it might not even realize that, but as time goes on, the child will start seeing the caregiver as much more than just a caregiver. I remember that the first time that I had changed my youngest son, which actually, if we go back to the first time in the hospital, it was the most horrible experience I could think of, because he had actually just been circumcised and was in some excruciating pain. So with me changing the diaper, it became one just big hectic mess. Needless to say, he peed all over the place. Me, the diaper, or not the diaper, but the setting all around us, it was just horrible, literally. And I can't use that enough, but I can honestly say that as time went on, I was able to not be so reluctant to changing, and in doing so, I've noticed that there has been a bond between he and I as the time progressed. Now, he's 19 months now, and he realizes that what I'm doing, you know, not, like I said before, it's not just to help him with his welfare, but he sees me as a strong caregiver nonetheless. Now, the steps that we're going to go through can be used anywhere, and as you noticed, we're sitting at an island, in a kitchen island. That could be an emergency spot that you need to change. It could be the restaurant facilities. It could be the store that you're at. Anywhere actually is a good place to change a child. The main thing you want to make sure of is that they're actually safe. So you want to keep them close to you. If there's a child restraint buckle system to the diapers changing system, I suggest to use it, because a child can get pretty moving, or can move a lot, I should say, really, in this process. Especially when they're older, as mine is. He likes to move a lot. So the first thing that we want to do is we find the location that we're going to go to, okay? And we can either have sanitizer wipes with us and wipe, but you can also overcome that by pulling out your diaper bag, of course. Is going to be our second most important item on this. The first most important is going to be our baby, and as you can tell, my 19-month-old Tony is more than happy to help out with this demonstration. He is going to be laid down in front of us, of course, but before we do that, we're going to remember that the entire time you're going to be holding the child, okay, you're going to put your backpack or diaper bag somewhere accessible and have it open. You're going to pull out, first of all, the blanket, or if you have just a regular towel that you carry with you, that'll work as well. Tony likes his blanket, so we're going to lay the child down. And I prefer to have him with his head to my left. And I don't know why. I guess maybe that was the first way that I started changing Tony, but that's going to be the way that I always change him. It just feels weird when I change him any other way. Then we're going to need our diaper, okay? At this time, the child, of course, has his dirty diaper on, so we're going to just pretend that he has his dirty diaper on. But we're going to get the diaper out. We're going to get it ready for us so that it's easy. So set it away from the child, because if not, you're going to have him in it and playing with it, and then that's just a whole another speech on its own. You're going to get the baby wipes out. You can either have the whole case with you, or you can just pull a couple out. I always suggest to have at least 2 ready, just in case there's a stool. Okay? Now, in case the child has a rash, we're going to use some cream for that. There's also some other cream that we carry. And then if it's after a bath or something of that nature, you can also use baby lotion and baby powder, but that is not present because we really don't use baby powder much. So now we'll move on to, we're going to end up taking off Tony's diaper. So let's just pretend that the diaper is actually on him. I apologize for not having him in a diaper, but we'll make do real quick. Okay, as you take off the diaper, you'll see whether or not there's any stool. Okay, if there's stool, then you'll use this side, the clean side, to wipe away the stool. You'll go front to back, so you'll go in a downward motion, and you'll grab a hold of his feet, and you wipe a little bit more, and you'll set this to the side as well. You'll take your wipes, and you'll wipe his butt down in a downward motion, and get all of everything that might be there. And then we'll go around the genital area, always going down to try to not get anything in there around the urethra of the child, because then that could cause an UTI, which is urinary tract infection, and then that's really bad. So we want to avoid that. Now, once we have the child completely clean, at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to get our clean diaper, okay, and we're going to take the diaper that we already have spread out, and we're going to put it under the child's butt, right up above, see these tabs that are here? We want to pull them above his waist, just a little bit, right below the belly button, okay? And later we'll see why. And then you will spread the child's legs apart. You'll fold the front piece up and up to the belly button, just above it. And if they have the belly button, or the navel has not fallen off yet from the umbilical cord is still there, then you're going to want to keep that under the belly button. So, and most diapers will be cut out right there, but in case you're not, then you fold it back. Okay, so we'll stick this underneath, and then we'll take the first tab. Always do the closest one to me, but you can do the opposite side if you'd like. You pull the sticky tab out, okay? You want to stretch it over to about mid of the belly into the belly button area. Then you're going to do the same with the other one. You're going to pull it apart. See? Once you pull it apart, then you're going to bring it back. You don't want to overlap the two because they really don't stick that well to one another. They're designed to actually stick to the diaper itself, unless it's the older type or a cheaper version that has actual sticky tape. Most of these are now like Velcro. Okay? So once you've got that completed, you'll then want to dress the child back, which will be the step that was forgotten in the beginning. And we're going to put the shoes, of course, back on the child. And while the child's still in the secure area, you'll then gather all your materials, okay, and put them back up, and put them back in the bag that they came in, of course. And then remember the dirty diaper that we had before? What we're going to do is we're going to utilize that as a trash bin for us, okay? We're going to take our used wipes. We're going to place them inside the dirty diaper, and we're going to fold it up. And as we fold it up, we're going to bring the tabs over and snake them around and stick them to the back side. And then you'll see that the other side goes around, and it actually ends up closing itself fairly well into a little ball that you can then throw into the garbage once you're done. Notice we've already got the backpack ready to go. So we can take this out of the way and put it back on our back, or have it sitting in our hands so that when we grab the child, it's not in the way. We'll pick the child up, then we'll grab our blanket and we will put that back in later, and then we're completely done. And again, the one thing that I'd like to say in summary is that the diaper has to be changed by someone. Okay, that someone can choose to look at this situation completely as a wretched and horrible situation, or as a wonderful time to bond and create a lifetime of memories with that child. And just know that in the construct of it all, the diapers will get easier to change as you keep changing them. I'm not going to say that they're going to get less messy, because as a child grows older, they will get smellier. But all the same, you will grow accustomed to that, and you'll then see that the number one benefit from this all is that you can actually have a bond that will last a lifetime with this child, and that you'll be able to better deal with the child because you have that bond. They will then look at you in a different aspect. So in conclusion, to wrap it all up, the diaper becomes more of a symbol for bond and a seed, in a sense, planted between father, son. So just keep in mind that the bond is what you're building. In Jesus' name, I thank you all for asking, or for paying attention and watching. Thank you. God bless.